Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Operating from the gun, Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go play action here with Penix. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year, wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
From the gun, it's May. Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. To throw, it's May. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. The tight end Henry here in motion. They'll throw with May. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, May with it. Dancing to his left. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To the air, May. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, They've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. From the 25, here's 2nd down at 7. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw with Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Penix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To the air, Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Here's 3rd and a few inches. As they've got it as we resume action. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
Ball start. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. To throw again is Penix. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Escaping the press. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment defense.
Yeah, the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Looking to throw. May. Short pass caught by Henry. And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he'll get this up to the 39. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Short pass caught by Henry. And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start. Offense.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's May. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 2nd down and 6 now. Throwing here is May. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's May. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. And he will have a Patriots first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds Douglas complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Stevenson is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Into the hands of London. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one deep for London. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Throwing again, Penix. And caught by London. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. And looking to throw, Penix. Got an open man. It's McLeod. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Penix. He'll get it inside the 20. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Looking to throw, Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Penix. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We saw a solid first half from the Oklahoma man, Ramondre Stevenson. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. Now the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down and a yard. To throw, it's May. It's complete to Diggs. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. To the air, May. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll throw with May. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Here's Stevenson. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Ramondre Stevenson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix set to take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll throw with Penix. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Penix. And able to complete this one to McLeod. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To the air, Penix. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's this complete to Butte. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Douglas. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start. Offense.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. From the shotgun, May with it. Short pass caught by Henry. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We're going to throw. May. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. From the gun, it's May. And Diggs has it. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing here is May. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Drake May. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Patriots are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
What a call there on the quarterback draw. You want to spread the field and just tell your QB, hey, find a lane and go. And he's able to get the defense in a vulnerable spot and then take it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On the bootleg, it's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To throw again is Penix. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to take over here up near the 40. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Patriots ready to get the football back. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's May. That is caught. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They run once more with Stevenson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's May. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down is May. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Here now, 2nd and 4. And looking to throw, Penix. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's got space past the 25, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And looking to throw, Penix. There's Mooney with another catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now Penix. Steps away to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll throw with Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for New England, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.